Hi, this is Paul checking in. I don't usually do political posts anymore, and I wouldn't even consider this to be a political post. It's actually just a common sense, human rights, Christian moral value, golden rule sort of post. I'm saying stop all foreign aid to Israel in light of what's going on right now with the Israelis making excuses about the rockets that don't actually fucking kill any Israelis besides, like a few every now and then, compared to the thousands that Israel murders every, 2, 3, 4 years. Like, this happened in 2009. They went into the Gaza Strip and murdered like 1,300 people. And they just did it again. And they're going to blame it on human shields and rockets and anti-Semitism and all this shit. And they're going to play the Holocaust card, okay? They're going to talk about something that happened 80 years ago and try to say, this is why we need to, this basically they're trying to excuse why they're committing genocide in the Middle East and why America needs to fund Israel to the tune of $3 billion every year. That's more than all of what Africa receives in foreign aid from the United States combined. Okay? I want this to be very fucking clear because people think, oh, foreign aid's a really great thing. No. The state of Israel, which is an apartheid state, receives more money every year than all of Africa combined. It's goddamn ridiculous. When you actually do some research and figure out what the fuck Israel is doing to the Palestinians, look at the checkpoints, okay, that they set up, where basically they prevent free flow of movement for Palestinians and like fucking don't even let women who are trying to get to the hospital like deliver their babies in the hospital. Fucking how they cut off via blockade food and medical supplies to Palestinians who are starving and sick. Basically, here's the real fucking issue, okay? Israel, in violation of UN resolutions, they're occupying Palestinian land. Let me clear that up for you. The way that America has occupied Iraq over the past decade, like as in an occupation, a military occupying a foreign land, Israel has been doing that to Palestine for over 40 years. And people and they try to say shit like, "Oh yeah, they're firing rockets." Like why would they fire rockets into Israel? It has nothing to do with the occupation, right? No, it has everything to do with the fact that Israel is illegally, according to the law of the fucking world, the UN, they're occupying their land. And we send $3 billion in aid to Israel every year. And the Iraq War was fought partly for Israeli interests. In fact, all of the lies that were used to send America to war, such as the Niger yellow cake uranium lies, the Mohammed Atta meeting Iraqi officials in Prague and giving them anthrax, the weapons of mass destruction, those were all written by dual Israeli citizens in the Department of Defense under Wolfowitz. Like, I'm not making this up. You can read the PNAC papers. These were all written by rich, dual Israeli citizens. And so it's not only the $3 billion that we're sending every year to Israel so that they can commit genocide in fucking Palestine. It's also the fact that we are, like, much of our foreign policy and much of our foreign policy blunders over the last decade have been fought on Israel's behalf. Like Ron Paul said, it's trillions of dollars that we're spending on these wars. And here they go again, murdering thousands of Palestinians and saying shit like, oh, they use human shields and they're firing rockets, and why would they fire rockets into our land? It's like, why are you occupying their land? Why are you bulldozing down people's homes? Why are you setting up checkpoints so that they can't fucking freely go where they want? Why are you blockading their territory so that they can't get food and medical supplies? They're not going to stop until all the Palestinians are dead or until they leave. Because the end game of the Israelis and Netanyahu and all those fucking religious fanatics is to basically take all of that land based on religious dogma. And the left really needs to get their fucking shit in gear on this, because the left doesn't stand for this religious bullshit from the religious right, but they put up with it from fucking Jews in this country. And, you know, I hate to say that, but it's true. Why are leftist atheists in this country, you know, criticizing the religious right and Christians, but not coming down just as hard on the Israelis who are actually committing genocide in the Middle East? Why are we allowing our tax money to go over there and murder a bunch of fucking people based on these people's claim that you know, God gave them the land? We should not, like, as rational people, you know, who are not ruled by religious dogma, we should not be putting up with this fucking religious bullshit of God gave us this land and therefore, you know, America needs to fucking enable genocide. America has enough blood on its hands, okay? We fucking exterminated the Native Americans, most of them. I don't even want to go through the history of America's wars. You know, I could do that in a separate video. But we just got done butchering a bunch of fucking Middle Eastern people on you know, for the Israelis' behalf, on the, you know, in the name of Israel, in the name of oil companies, in the name of weapons manufacturers like Lockheed Martin and Raytheon and Boeing. We need to stop all foreign aid to Israel. We need to stop enabling genocide. We need to stop enabling murder in the Middle East. And people can talk all they want about Islamic fundamentalism, but the real problem with America's involvement in the Middle East is supporting Israel. And that's why I say, stop all foreign aid to Israel. Peace in the Middle East.